Elizabeth is the most beautiful woman in the world. I want to introduce you to the second most beautiful woman in the world, who is 72, who keeps getting younger and younger. Please give Stephanie Shorr, also an investor, a big round of applause.
Hi, how are you? It's so nice to meet
Hi.
you. As someone who has maintained your health and beauty for your entire career, could you share with us a bit of your approach to health and wellness? Like, what are some of your habits or philosophies or routines?
Well, may I return the compliment for a second?
Thank you so much.
You look phenomenal, so I'm sure you've got some very good tips
I'm gonna cry.
that you could share with everybody. Well, I think, interestingly, when I started work for the Estée Lauder companies back in '95, I immediately got asked if I'd help them with their breast cancer research foundation, which I said yes, because at that time back in the '90s, nobody really spoke about breast cancer out loud. And Evelyn Lauder, who was Estée Lauder's daughter-in-law, said, women are dying all over the world and I want to change it. Will you, and no one's talking about it, will you help me change that? So right since back then, I've been part of this movement to get breast cancer talked about. We've raised more than $1 billion for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation in that time. She co-invented the pink ribbon back in '92. It's a completely different world, and I say all that because right back then at that time, I got to be able to spend some time with some of the most interesting research scientists and doctors in the world. So right from there, I think I learned a little bit about healthy living. And I feel that a lot of the lessons that I learned from them, and also from the Estée Lauder companies themselves, which is obviously the beauty side of the industry, has stood me in really good stead. So right back then, I decided, which is nearly 30 years ago, to really cut out all processed foods, ultra-processed foods, actually. So I now have an obsession with ultra-processed foods, or UPF. And in fact, I went through a really annoying stage a little while ago of doing Post-it notes and going through all my friends' pantries. And if I saw anything with UPF in it, I'd write UPF on a Post-it note and put it on everything that was there, because I truly believe that by eating a little more naturally, I feel that helps with your weight control, with your skin, with your energy. And so I've sort of felt like that for nearly 30 years, but I've been really strict about it for the last 5 or so years. And for me, I think starting right at basics with what we eat and what we put in our bodies and staying mobile is the most important lessons that I learned and try and incorporate into my daily lives, along with, of course, using excellent skin creams from the Estée Lauder company.
Thank you so much. Thank you.